In the last video, we revealed there's a lot of confusion around food. Yet, despite this, we can still provide practical suggestions about how to make better food choices after a cancer diagnosis. And we think Michael Pollan provides the perfect 7 words for thinking about food. Eat food, not too much, mainly plants. Now, let's look at what this means in more detail. We want to empower you to help yourself. The first rule is eat food. This means real food, not stuff that's been messed around with. We're talking meals your grandmother would recognize as food. So, cut out all the processed foods. They're often full of additives such as stabilizers and preservatives. On top of that, they often contain less than enough of the good stuff that's helpful. It's an important point. Eating bad food has 2 effects. 1, you're ingesting potentially dangerous things. And 2, you're eating less of the things that might actually help you. So, what should you be eating? We're going to sound like your parents when we say, eat your veggies, but really, plants are king. The added bonus is plants tend to be lower in calories, so managing your weight gets easier. Of course, for some patients affected by cancer, they are at risk of being underweight. However, overeating and being overweight or obese is associated with poor health generally and worse outcomes in many cancers. The exact reason for this is unknown, but one mechanism thought to be implicated is that those who are overweight have greater circulating hormones and growth factors, which drive cancer growth, pathway 1 in our model. We fully appreciate that weight management and loss is difficult, particularly when you're dealing with the big C. You'll need all the help you can get here, and don't hesitate to enlist outside help if you think you need it. So, if you want to help keep the weight off and fight cancer at the same time, then we need to talk veggies. Broadly, we suggest at least half of each plate should be non-starchy vegetables and fruit, with small amounts of protein, which can be some animal protein if you want, as well as some whole grains or root vegetables, and some good fats. You should eat a wide variety of plants, but eat more of some than others. The aim here is to eat a diet based mostly on the foods that have the greatest concentration of anti-cancer molecules. These molecules are called phytonutrients and are not available in all plants. For instance, sweet potatoes beat normal potatoes hands down, so try to choose them every time. So what do these anti-cancer magic molecules actually do? Well, they're thought to act on various cancer pathways, so eating multiple different anti-cancer plants at each meal means many different cancer mechanisms can be targeted at once. For example, eating cruciferous vegetables, that's brassicas to you and me, will help eliminate carcinogens from the body and reduce DNA damage, pathway 1 in our model. The same's true for alliums. Think scallions and you won't go wrong. Others, such as green tea and berries, help to prevent cancer from getting nutrients by requisitioning the body's blood supply, angiogenesis, pathway 2. Others, like turmeric and ginger, are considered to have anti-inflammatory and other effects, pathway 4. But before you ask, there's no single superplant containing all the beneficial molecules, so it's important to eat a wide variety of plants at every meal. By eating mostly plants, you will benefit not only from the phytochemicals thought to interfere with cancer pathways, but you'll also naturally increase the amount of fiber you're eating, which is thought to be helpful with cancer. This may be partly through supporting the growth of beneficial microbes in the intestines. Fiber is indigestible plant food. Vegetables, particularly green ones, contain a lot of fiber. So plants are not only low in calories, but they give you cancer-fighting molecules and fiber. Plants are win-win-win. We hope you now have an understanding of the potential benefits of eating an anti-cancer diet and how to think about food. Remember, keep it simple. Eat food, not too much, mainly certain types of plants.